This is the vlog for September 21st. And do you remember the 21st night of September? Had that song stuck in my head all day. Um, it's worth noting that my dad, who is a white boy who grew up in Iowa, really likes Earth, Wind, and Fire. I've always thought that was very cool. And I've always had this little bit of fondness for funk music. Um, I worked with a guy named Leland who had a funk act with another dude named Hendrix. Can't remember Hendrix's first name, but it was Hendrix Jones. And they would do funk nights down at the Lo-Fi in Seattle. Last Friday of the month, I think, was their typical night. I love going down there. I love the music. I love dancing. Wouldn't do it tonight, though. For whatever reason, my stomach is not happy with me, and I think it's probably all of the overtime food finally catching up. I had a salad for dinner with an asterisk. It was a salad. It was a chipotle dressing salad. So I may be taking a Tums after I finish this video because my stomach is just not in a great place right now. Today was better. Today was better than yesterday. I think it would be hard to be worse. Well, I say that, but I've had some pretty bad days this year. I really did use what I was told. I realized that I was just, it wasn't worth doing the things that I was doing, certainly. I think anyone could have seen that. It's been a busy month. Well, the last month and a half, like 2 months now almost, have been very, very busy. And when things are moving quickly, you sort of start to let instinct take over, and that is not usually the wisest thing to do in an office setting. Sure, trying to survive in the wilderness if you've been marooned somewhere or you've been lost, instinct may be a good thing, but when you're just doing a job in front of a computer all day, not as helpful. The older I get, the more I feel that the term "do what comes naturally" is not very good advice, because all the best things I've done have been carefully considered and not necessarily natural to the way I would normally do things. For example, I am the kind of person that never would have used, that never would have used a lot of Excel to organize things, nor was I a fantastic note taker when I was in school. I felt like I was losing track of information more than I was keeping track of information as class was happening. Now, though, I am constantly taking notes, both at work and outside of work, just to collect my thoughts. And I use Excel-style spreadsheets for all kinds of things, again, in work and outside of work. And they have really improved the quality of my life. But this was not natural. Don't do, in that case, it was not, don't do what comes naturally. Force yourself to do something you wouldn't normally do. Do something that is unnatural. And some people would say, well, that's how you make it feel more natural. It still doesn't feel natural for me to sit down in front of an Excel spreadsheet and do things like keep track of my Transformer collection or map out how I want characters in a game with dating elements to interact with each other. Won't go there. That's not how my brain is sort of naturally wired. I have a much more do the thing, smash the thing, kind of too much Viking in my blood, maybe. And I don't think this is unhealthy. I think that if your natural inclinations are, for lack of a better term, destructive, that is not the advice to be given. Don't do what comes naturally if it's going to hurt you or hurt your situation. That's my observation. I'm really pretty tired. It's obviously I've been doing overtime all week, and obviously it has not left me in a good place. So I'm probably going to play a little bit of Warframe before I go to bed, but I'm going to go to bed pretty quick here. I need to do more of the actual writing of this D&D prose thing. But given the sort of naughty nature of the opening chapters that take place in a brothel, I have found that it is difficult to actually get that stuff out while I'm working or while I'm typing at Starbucks in the morning. So I need to sort of get the naughty stuff out of the way while I'm here at home on the weekend, so that when I start typing on Monday, I'll be able to do it without looking over my shoulder and wondering who might be spying on me and seeing what sorts of salacious things I'm writing. So I'm Eric Spornitz, and like I always say, tomorrow will be better.